to be able to take out everything there. But GGaemo, he has some Zerglings at home to defend against this all Zergling attack, so GGaemo's doing pretty well, but almost all of the Scourge landing, I believe. I think almost all of Hyuk's Scourge have landed on the Mutalisk. Oh wow, those Mutalisk getting so close there. I think that one of those Scourge did land, and yeah, he's trying. Oh, I'm not even sure if he took down that Scourge. I think he did, but yeah, he's trying to get enough space between him and the Zerg to be able to micro against the Scourge there. But yeah, GGaemo coming out with his entire force. I think he's going to go in with his Zerglings as well to try to end this. And yeah, GGaemo is looking good here, but still he's behind in hatcheries, and he's got to be mindful of that.
He's not mining gas at the moment, actually, so he's definitely preparing to put down another hatchery, try to take his natural expansion. He needs to try to keep up. He's done a little bit of harassment, definitely took down some spores, but Hyuk has meanwhile reassessed his position, has his own Mutalisk as well as Scourge into play. With those spore colonies, he's going to be in a pretty good position. Trying to do some harassment, taking a couple of drones out, so pretty nice play there by GGaemo. Hyuk is going to be able to push back with his Mutalisks in play. GGaemo just has to keep this up, has several Zerglings outside the natural expansion of Hyuk's. Still trying to fly those Mutalisks around, try to do some light damage here and there, take down some ground force. Now going to go and move in right with the Zerglings, trying to do some Mutalisks actions as Hyuk's Zerglings were flying out. He actually used his Mutalisks to attack those as well, but all the Scourge flight against them. The Mutalisks are going to be forced back. Micro against, while GGaemo still has several Zerglings inside. Hyuk probably forced to take all of his drones away, losing a spore colony there, I believe. Still one more there in play, so Hyuk is still going to barely manage to defend this. Doesn't have much in the air to help him against these forces, just as a few of those Scourge alongside a couple of Mutalisks. Still not too much. GGaemo still microing pretty well there, trying to stay alive into this game. He has to take out a natural expansion, still hasn't done so, still trying to produce some Mutas. Hyuk at this point, very soon, his economy, superior economy, is going to kick in. He's going to be in a good position, although he's not mining his natural expansion at this point, so not managing to play. Despite the huge advantage he has, still kind of goes to show the skill levels. I think when I look into the drone situation, I wonder whether they actually lost all the drones in natural expansion, because those Zerglings ran in, actually could have done a lot of damage. So Hyuk just absolutely wasting his advantage. Still ahead, I believe, but wasting his advantage. Now getting his Spire attacked, and just honestly... Oh man, this is like one of the most boring ZVZs when I think about it. There's exciting stuff going on at the same time, but these players play so badly that it's kind of not so much fun. Now Mutalisks going to be engaging each other, and Hyuk now with such a large number of their game is going to lose all of his Mutalisks, and that could be game. Or not.
Yes, but yeah, Hyuk hasn't kept up very good drone saturation, as you said. At his new base, he's not making use of that second base, but he still has 2 hatcheries, and GGaemo really isn't thinking ahead right now. He's just thinking about ending the game, and he's not really thinking ahead about what he's going to do next, how he's going to compete with Hyuk here, because Hyuk still has 2 bases. And GGaemo, he has a couple of Zerglings just running up and down that little, or behind the main area, and the Zerglings are trying to get through the pyramids. Unfortunately, Zerglings can't fit through gigantic 10-layered pyramids, but GGaemo just hasn't really paid attention to those, and GGaemo's still trying to come in, but he's being slowly outnumbered by Hyuk's troops, I think. And since Hyuk put down these spore colonies, those are really helping Hyuk right now, because without those spore colonies, Hyuk would have lost the game at this point. He does not have enough Mutalisks to fight off GGaemo, but he still has those 2 hatcheries, and I think I think that's definitely going to play into Hyuk's favor here, because GGaemo still has incredibly poor drone saturation of his own. Like I said, he's not thinking ahead. He's trying to end the game right now, but he's going to find out very soon that he's not going to be able to do that. There are 2 spore colonies and the main as well, so Hyuk is very well defended. And yeah, GGaemo's going to try to come in with Zerglings and end it with Zerglings, and his Mutalisk here try to micro against the Scourge, but I'm not even sure if he's going to be able to do this. Oh, this is going to be extremely close, because Hyuk he's committing himself to drones at this point, so he has very limited military. So he doesn't have much to fight this off, but the Spire might go down here.
The Spire snipe!
The Spire snipe from GGaemo. Smart on his part. There aren't going to be any more Scourge or Mutalisk coming out anytime soon. So Hyuk's going to have to work with what he has right now, and that was a very smart snipe from GGaemo. So it's a little bit thinking ahead, trying to snipe the Spire there, but Hyuk will be able to repair that if GGaemo continues to let Hyuk to build up like this. Yeah, look at this drone saturation from GGaemo. He is not thinking about expanding, he's not thinking about getting more drones out, anything like that. He's just trying to end it.
Yeah, I find this really weak play. He should, especially with that Spire snipe, he really should think about putting down an expansion and just really getting his mining up. He's just not thinking ahead, as Nuke has been saying. It's just really weird to see. I mean, he has almost no drones anywhere, and yeah, just flying around with those Mutalisks and Scourge, has those Zergies on the ground. He needs to go and do something else. He can't do much at all against these Spore. There are those 2 Spore colonies. Zerg is just going to be able to attack. He does take out a few more drones, so he's definitely doing some harassment, getting some free hits on his Mutalisks in the process, though. Spire being rebuilt, and second extractor. Okay, Hyuk's just now putting down his second extractor. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, Hyuk is just now, might get that extractor sniped actually, because GGaemo is coming in here trying to snipe that extractor and make sure that Hyuk won't be able to support his Mutalisk tech. Finally thinking about taking his base, so it looks like GGaemo is going to try to get back into this game and catch up with Hyuk economically here. Even though Hyuk lost an awful lot of drones, he is still economically ahead, I think. Just because of the drone saturation back at home for GGaemo. He hasn't been committing to drones, he's been committing to forces, and I think that's finally clicked on in his head. Now he knows that he needs to get out some drones, he needs to start getting down his other bases, start getting down some more hatcheries so he can compete with this. The Spire up again for Hyuk. He's going to have more Scourge out and a lot more Mutalisk popping for Hyuk right now, so he's definitely, I think he has double the Mutalisk count of GGaemo's right now, and GGaemo is losing his grip on this game. And if Hyuk goes in right now with what he has, I think he'll be able to take out the main of GGaemo's, because I'm not even sure if GGaemo has any Spore colonies prepared at home. Going in with a ton of Scourge, and GGaemo's in full retreat mode here, trying to go back to the safety of his main, but he's being completely ripped into by Hyuk's forces here. Hyuk is pushing GGaemo all the way back, and with the Scourge he might be able to take this battle. Yes, I think he does have enough Mutalisks to do this. He's going to be able to pick off every drone. GG from GGaemo. That was a bizarre CVZ. I've never seen a CVZ like that before, because at one point I thought GGaemo was going to come back, definitely come back, but Hyuk did manage to hold on. I'm not sure how, probably just with those Spore colonies, but yeah, he held on, got the job done, and got his economy up and running so he could push out with double the Mutalisks. So that was, I don't want to say excellent play, but it was nice thinking by Hyuk there at the end.
Yeah, now we're just going to sit here and see what kind of ceremony they do. He has something somewhere. He has a weird sign of white lips on his chest. Now we're going to see the depressive side. The real depressing people there.
Oh,
lipstick! Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Is he wearing eyeliner? What? Oh, man, they're making him kiss something with a lipstick. Oh, for crying out. Frickin'. He doesn't even look like he's enjoying what he's doing. He's like, dude, why are you making me put on lipstick and kiss something? What the heck is that? That's some sort of weird. Is that a humongous? Okay, it looked like a humongous slingshot. Apparently, it is a humongous. Okay, it is a humongous slingshot. He's gonna slingshot a cloth with his lips kissed on them. Whatever person catches that, I am very sorry. I hope you do not get Hyuk herpes.
Yeah, SK Tranny 1.
Yeah, he's now doing more of them. And by the way, Telecom 1 game away from my prediction.
I'll be quiet. Trannies aren't going to do it. Oz is coming back. Let's go, Oz! Moving on to set 4.